Back to Morning Mix. Whether it's the dead of summer, the chill of Christmas time, or just a trip to the grocery store, there are plenty of times that you're not at home. Plenty of times when your home and belongings are possibly open to theft and damage.
So what's the best way to make sure your home is intact when you get back? Eric Presnell's Vice President of Aiken Augusta Electric and Security, and he's with us this morning with all of the information when it comes to selecting the right home security for you.
Good to see you, Eric. Thanks.
Well, good morning. Good to see y'all too.
So, let's talk about some telltale signs that people may be unknowingly doing around their household to kind of give the would-be robbers the go-ahead.
Well, generally, again, most of your break-ins occur on the back of the house. So, make sure your windows and doors are secured. Don't leave the mail in as long as you're out of town or gone. Make sure you have a neighbor checking on things, certain things like that. Most burglars are just coming through a neighborhood during the day. Very few are really targeted. So telltale signs, just like I say, make sure everything is locked up. Make sure it's not inviting.
Right.
Is probably the best way to put that.
You probably include porch pirates with that as well.
Well, yes.
Yeah, and we know that gets popular around the holidays especially. Is having visible home security important?
Yes and no. I mean, as far as like cameras or signs or things like that, that keeps a honest person honest, okay? But it is good for, cameras are very good for obviously getting pictures of somebody stealing your package. The Ring options have been very popular. I know everybody's seen on TikTok and YouTube the would-be burglars with the
right.
Ring doorbell cameras, things of that nature. So yes, they are useful, but yes, they are a good visual deterrent as well too.
Let's talk about what the average price of security systems out there right now.
Well, generally with security systems, there's not a one-size-fits-all. You can have two identical homes with two different families. They're going to use it differently.
Right.
So with a custom security system, as what our company does, we tailor it to your needs and the way that you're operating it. Do you have pets? Do you not have pets? Certainly in the last few years, the mail order do-it-yourself has become very popular. The price point is a lot lower. There are benefits and disadvantages to both of them. The main disadvantage to the mail order do-it-yourself, if you have a problem, is there a good tech support? Generally not. And then also the technology, as y'all know, with computers, anything to do with that, it's constantly changing. What we're finding out now is there's usually not a lot of support after about 3 or 4 years for the products that you may have bought for your house, whether it be a camera system, security system. So then you're either, well, I got to start all over again, where you have a company like us, you make sure, local company, whatever we put in, we can service 10, 15, sometimes 20 years into the future.
True.
And Eric, let's kind of start from the beginning for someone that's probably a first-time homeowner and they're looking to get a security system. I mean, where do you start? Because really there's so much.
Yeah.
What's kind of a necessity and what's just something that you could have but you really don't need?
Well, generally, I mean, you could start out with a basic system would be contacting your doors, that come from the outside in, maybe a motion detector or two. A lot of people say window contacts. I'm not a big fan of window contacts for the simple fact that if you break the glass, you could crawl through it, walk around someone's house. You have to physically lift the window.
You actually haven't moved
in order for it to go off. So, if people are shopping around, whether it's a do-it-yourself, whether it's a local company or, ADT, whatever, make sure, you at least look at the option of motion detectors. I know a lot of companies want to sell window contacts because, one, it's cheap for them to do and easy to install and less false alarms. So that's generally why some of the bigger companies and the do-it-yourselfers will push that.
Concerning that, whether it's DIY or whether it's security systems that are monitored here, are there homeowner discounts for insurances?
Yeah, it depends with every insurance agency company, obviously. The biggest savings would be if you have a monitored burglar and fire alarm. For me personally, I have the smoke detectors, not the ones that are required by the building code, but they are actually tied into your security system. The ones that are put in electrically are, by the electrician, is to keep you from sleeping through a fire. But Cliff, if you're going on vacation, and your house catches fire and there's no one there, you're relying on someone riding by to see,
find
oh
it
my
out.
goodness, hey, there's flames and smoke. And usually by that time, it's too late. So monitored fire will certainly save you a good bit on your homeowner's insurance.
All right, great points to keep in mind no matter when you're traveling. Eric Presnell, Aiken Augusta Security and Electric, thank you very much for joining us.
All right, thank you for having me.